Hey, all, welcome to Tuesday with Pastor Dan. We're going to keep this train rolling. By now, I am well into leave, so here we go. This one was sent to me by a family member. It's 93 Million Miles by Jason Mraz. Not my cup of tea, but it doesn't make it any less fantastic. So it's 93 Million Miles, Jason Mraz. I'll give you a second to go check it out. So, welcome back. This was a new one to me. Never heard this song. I've heard some other Jason Mraz songs. I can't remember it. We use it for a video here at church for the graduates. Um, but nonetheless, I had sat down, I listened to the song, and I read the lyrics, and it's good. It's real good. 93 million miles is the distance from the Earth to the sun, and the way that light moves and the speed of light. It says, "People get ready, because here it comes. It's a light, a beautiful light over the horizon into your eyes." Um, this song talks about that there's struggles in the end there in the end lyrics. Every road is a slippery slope. There's always a hand, but there's always a hand you can hold, and but there's every road is a slippery slope. Sometimes it may seem dark, but the absence of light is a necessary part. um, you come a long way. uh, this song is that progress of life. um, there are hardships. The dark is a necessary part. um, but it's but in the 93,000 miles, um, in the 93 million miles, not thousand, there's a hand to be held. There's a home to come back to. That there is struggle, and it's the old line that the night is darkest before the dawn, and we are in the middle of winter here in this part of the world, and the days are short and the nights are long and they are cold. But it doesn't negate the fact that the dawn comes. It doesn't negate the fact that the sun breaks the horizon, and there is another bright, beautiful sky ahead of us. It doesn't negate that. It can't take that away. And when we have a home to come back to, specifically, the song is speaking of a home, a mother, a father, people to come back to, and then um, that's a beautiful thing to know. You know that you're never alone. You always can come back home. Every road's a slippery slope. There's always a hand that you can hold on to. Looking deeper through the telescope, you can see that your home's inside you. I think the conversation that this song makes me think about is, what is that place that we call home? What is our home base? And for us as faithful people, it's God. It's Christ. It's the work that Christ did for us. It's the forgiveness and the salvation, and that is the home, and that is the promises that we are never left alone. Christ says it all the time. We are never left on our own. And when we have communities and we have families and we have places to come back to that remind us that yes, it is dark, but there is light, we will all struggle. If we think that we won't, and we think that just being faithful makes life easy, then we're being foolish, and we need to, in some ways, grow up into our faith and recognize that there is pain and there is struggle, and the nights are long, and sometimes the days are short, but it doesn't mean the day doesn't come. It doesn't mean that this isn't found. And this, as we continue to Advent, is the promise of the light, the promise of hope, the promise of a home, and where we store our treasure up in is in this God who makes promises to us. And when we store our treasures up, we are reminded there is a home to come back to. There is light. And even though it may be 93 million miles, it feels so far away. There is a home, there is a place, and there is a presence. And as we walk the slippery slopes of life, we're not left alone, whether it is by friends or family, but most of all, we're never left alone by the one who promises to return, the one who we look towards now in the coming, the one who we light on Christmas Eve, the candle of light, of hope, the Christ candle that shines, and we light all of our candles off of it. That's our home. That's our place to come back to. So thanks to the family member that used Jason Mraz to remind me that, you know, the nights do come. They are long, but there is not a day that doesn't break in with light and beauty beyond. May you all be blessed. Look forward to seeing you soon.